I am so hot.
It's a big ass iceberg.
I would punch you.
What do you look for in a guy?
Anti-religious.
Racial stereotyping.
Oh, please. So I should probably let them know I'm alive still. It's so good.
I'm not on your hit list at all.
Is this on camera still, or?
What?
Stay till the end of the video to find out if Therapeutic's quitting Rec Room or not.
Hi, today we're doing 50 questions with Therapeutic, where we were going to be asking 50 questions. So, you ready?
I'm a little nervous. I don't like being interviewed sometimes. I feel like there's going to be wrong answers.
Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Yes.
Wrong! Anyway, let's get started. So first up, there we go. I'm prepared, don't worry, fam. I'm going places. Okay. All right, here we go. So, every now and again, you mention you wanted to be a writer before you started doing YouTube stuff. Can you elaborate / like what kind of writer?
Well, that was like when I was like 10. I was like always saying I wanted to be a writer. I mean, and I did some writing for the newspaper when I was in my teens. Yeah, mainly I think I just wanted to incorporate writing in something because the older I got, the more I realized it's probably not a feasible career. So,
yeah.
But I did always enjoy writing ever since I was young.
Journalism sort of thing? Or is that like...
I did like a teen column for the newspaper, so it was more like opinions on stuff. It wasn't really like...
I see, yeah.
Later I did work for a different newspaper and I had cover specific topics, which I found boring as hell. Like I've always been like, let me just write my opinions down.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, that's great. That's great. Number 2, so you have 3 pet emus, Foxy, Strider, and I don't want to butcher his name.
Saeed is a girl. Saeed is a girl.
Oh, her name's Saeed. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Why emus? Like, were they a family pet that just got passed down onto you, or is it just you were like, I want to have a pet emu?
It was such a I wish there was more of a story to it. It was such an impulse thing, and I feel kind of stupid about it now. Like I got the eggs sent to me in the mail, and I actually like put them in an incubator, and it took like 50 days. You have to hand turn them, do a bunch of math to make sure like the eggs are losing a certain amount of weight. Like it was a whole thing. But like the actual decision to like do it was surprisingly didn't take up that much brain capacity. But like they're a big commitment because it's been tens of thousands of dollars to get their fence and barn and everything built when I moved, and they're just there's not a lot of work, but they're it was a very big time and money commitment.
Yeah, they're definitely they're very special. That's why most people get a dog or a cat. They don't want to go through that much. No.
Yes, exactly.
That's
exactly.
Is okay. This I'm gonna sound dumb asking this, but like how like llamas and alpacas are kind of the same thing. Are emus and ostriches?
Yeah, they're the same. They're all ratites, so they're from the same family. But ostriches are way bigger. There's other ones too. Like there's the rhea. Those are from South America, I believe, and the cassowary. I think those are I forget what they're from, but they're kind of jerks. I've heard. But emus are very docile.
Yeah, so I was literally just gonna say they don't get aggressive with you at all or anything like that.
Not me,
Or
but
like,
they have separate
grumpy.
pens because they get aggressive with each other sometimes. Well, yeah, depending on the season. Foxy and Saeed were kind of fighting a bit through the fence this morning. I leaned my head out the door. I was like, "Don't make me come out there." They don't care. They don't listen to me.
You could grab a flip flop and just yeet. That's
Yeah, they got
that's
mine
sweet.
to their own.
High school. Did you graduate or drop out?
Oh, I didn't drop out. No, I graduated. I took an extra year though because I was bullied pretty severely in high school when I was like 13, 14. So I ended up doing homeschooling on and off. I kept trying to go back. Like I tried a new school once and then that kind of flopped. So I went back to the old school and then I just couldn't take it. So I went back to homeschooling. And so I graduated via homeschooling, but I took an extra year because I was also working. So, and struggling because the only things I had left to do was like math, and math I'm not very good at, but like writing 12, I got like 100% on. Shocking, but math, I was struggling. So I think the math just sat there for a while. I was like, nah, I don't want to deal with this, but eventually I got it done. So
Yeah, you had to like face the music. Yeah. Wow. Very good. Yeah, that sucks. Like like I feel like everybody has like a grade year. Like for me, 7th grade was absolute hell. Like bully wise and stuff. Like it just there's yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how people overcome it. It's like once they decide that you're like the target, you just can't get out of that really.
Yeah,
sometimes.
no.
That's what I felt. Like I don't know why people are so awful, but they are.
No, yeah, it's good stuff. Not.
Yeah.
4. Oh, so number 4. Always wanted to ask, why the name Therapeutic? Because your real name's Tara, but then Therapeutic. Yeah. What is? Well,
it's a play. It's a play on the word therapeutic because I'm more like a kind of person who likes to get into it, talk about tough things. I don't really mind. I think the name is actually, the more I think about it, the longer like as time goes on, I'm like, that actually was the perfect name for my channel.
Yeah.
Honestly.
One day I was born at the age of 4. My mama asked me a question. What the fuck are those? What the fuck are those?
Number 5. So like you graduated high school. Did you have to do a lot to get on your feet once you got out, or was it kind of just like went straight into, you know, moving out, getting a career, or like what was it like?
No, I had a rough time. Like, I actually moved out when I was 17.
Oh, wow.
I wasn't getting along with my family, and like I ended up moving in with this guy who wasn't. I mean, he was nice, but it was like a trailer park. It wasn't a very good situation. So I wasn't doing much at the time. I worked a little bit, but I was aimless for a long time. I mean, it doesn't make it's not instant. A lot of people are worried when they're younger. They're like, I don't know what I'm gonna do when I get out of high school. You know, it's like, it doesn't matter. Like, no matter who you are, I feel like it takes time to figure it out. No one just gets out of high school and it's perfect. You know what I mean? People put too much pressure on themselves. It's okay to take time to figure out what you want to do.
Did you have thoughts about college at all?
Not after the bullying. I was like, I will not go back. I was like, now that I'm out of school, bye school, never again.
Justified. Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, and also college is very expensive. So I didn't have any way to pay for that, and I didn't want to get student loans, and it just didn't seem in the cards for me, which is kind of a shame because I really do like to learn, and I've always been like an academic person. It's just kind of like the people is what kind of destroyed my love of school, and then I just wanted to get far away from it and never be stuck in a classroom again.
And that's why you live out in the middle of nowhere.
Correct.
Question number 6. Do you have any siblings or family or like?
Yeah, my parents, they're still married and they live not that far away. And I've got my little brother. He travels almost nonstop, so I haven't seen him in quite a long time. And then I have an older brother who lives kind of near where I grew up too. So yeah,
so you're the middle child then.
I am, which explains so much. I know. Constantly overlooked.
Yeah, actually.
Constantly overlooked and never getting enough attention. Yes, exactly.
My sister would agree with you. She is also the middle child.
It's a rough existence.
Have you ever thought about starting your own family or just living solo or?
No, I've never wanted kids. I've said that since I was like a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, kids are expensive, and it's too much responsibility for me. But I love having like being like in the community here. Obviously, a lot of people are younger. I like hanging out and just hearing what they have to say and stuff. It's cool. I have no desire to actually be a parent though, honestly.
Right. Yeah. A friend of mine put it like we were crushing on each other pretty much, and we were like talking about like futures and stuff, and she was like, I don't want little gremlins. I can't handle that. And I was like, that's a good way to put it, I guess. Number 7, best pizza topping.
Pineapple. I don't care who wants to fight me over that. Like, I love pineapple on pizza. I'll add it to any kind of pizza, except taco pizza. That's just weird.
Okay, but taco pizza is great though, right? Like by itself.
I know it is. I haven't had it in a while actually.
But like yeah, pineapple sweet on a pizza. I don't like it. It's like savory, like the whole thing's savory, and then there's just one bit of sweet on there, and it's like the texture as well. You're weird. You and Slat are weird because you guys
it's a
both
Canadian thing. That's because I think maybe it's nostalgic because I'm Canadian. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. It's because of the maple syrup you Canadians got. You like sweet stuff.
Yeah, but we don't put that on pizza.
Stereotyping.
I'll let it go.
That guy's with me. I promise. I'm sorry. Favorite color, which I would guess is like the color of your hair, or is it like
green? Green.
Nice.
Yeah. Like forest green. Yeah. I don't know. I just liked this color. I thought it was cool at the time, and then I was committed. I can't change it now.
It's very trademark by now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Question number 9. You once said, along with writing, one of your favorite hobbies was gardening. Do you do like floral or like growing your own peppers, tomatoes, or what do you do?
Yeah, vegetable gardening. I have just started some of my seedlings, actually, like tomatoes and peppers. I know I'm probably too early, but I don't care. Because it's you don't put them outside until like end of April, early May. But yeah, basically love vegetable gardening. I don't know. It's something about growing your own food. It's really cool, and
yeah, it's good stuff.
It's all fresh and. Yeah, I don't really care to grow flowers, but...
Yeah, my grandma was all about flowers, then my mom is all about gardening. We just we made, like a bean dip, like cheese and beans with, the beans she growed in the backyard. It's good stuff, but yeah, I totally get it. Fresh stuff, good stuff. Are you religious at all, for number 10? Are you religious at all?
No, I'm not religious at all. But I'm also not anti-religious, like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I have a good... I have a good friend who's like really Christian, and I actually like listen to a lot of what they say, and I enjoy it too. I don't know, it's just
Yeah, it's cultures. It's cool to learn about, like,
it is.
It's interesting stuff. Yeah. Number 11, good one. What is one of your favorite pieces of media? Like song, movie, book?
Well, I really like Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter. Pretty into those. As far as music goes, I'm really into Doja Cat. More her older stuff, but
Right, yeah. Which I like. I mean, like, I get you have the more like family-friendly persona online, but one time I was watching one of your videos and you're like, oh yeah, I like Doja Cat. I was like, huh?
I'm actually really into hip hop. I honestly like any like female hip hop artists. Like, it's just kind of what I grew up listening to. I mean, that was before Doja Cat. Like back in the day, it was more like Lil Kim and Missy Elliott and Eve and stuff like that. And Nicki Minaj kind of more when I was younger, but they're kind of outdated now. Yeah, but anyway.
Yeah, but no, it's good music though. Yeah. And that's coming from a guy who has never heard those names. Anyway, so number 12, you play Rec Room. Do you play any other video games at all?
A pretty big Ark fanatic. I've spent I don't even know how many hours playing Ark, like survival. Oh my gosh, like too many. I really like Spyro the Dragon. That is something that I grew up playing and I just absolutely love. And then they remade it not that long ago. Yeah, and lately I've been playing more Gorilla Tag and Animal Company, and I kind of enjoy Animal Company actually. I don't know, with the jump scares even, but yeah, I'm not really a huge gamer. I don't spend a lot of time gaming.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I can see it. Yeah. Is Animal Company like I just heard it's on the rise. I haven't played it yet. Is it something you would recommend?
Yeah. I could show you too if you want. We could hop in. It's fun. It's got more to do than Gorilla Tag in my opinion, but I still think they're both good, obviously, in their own way.
Gonna start a third channel for Animal Company.
No, I'm just putting Gorilla Tag and Animal Company together. That's what my second channel is right now.
I mean, yeah, I'll totally hop on with you. I might make that a video. Number 13. What is one of your favorite childhood memories?
Probably going to the beach in the summer. I'd always ride my bike to the beach and just spend the day there. It was always such a nice thing to do in the summer. And yeah, because I lived kind of near a river, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so do you live near coast-ish, or like near a river of some sort?
No, I didn't grow up near the coast, but just just randomly near a river.
There's a river. Yeah, okay.
There's lots of water in my
beach,
province.
I thought like I'm on West Coast, so I just thought Oregon coast, kidnapping people with the sneaker waves.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't around the ocean much growing up. And it still scares me. It's just so big and out of control. I don't know. I feel like and every time I try to get in it, it just sort of like knocks me over and I get salt water up my nose. Like I just don't feel there's any way to really get in, so I just stay out. It looks nice, but I'll be over here.
I'm gonna watch him afar. The sound is nice. It looks nice. Not gonna get in. Number 14. Speaking about Skull, he reported that Rec Room might be potentially removing the old Bean avatars completely. What do you think about that?
I don't care. I don't really love the new ones, but they're not going anywhere. So when Rec Room comes out with major changes like that, I just try to roll with it, because otherwise what are you gonna do, just sit there complaining until the end of time? Like, so
quit.
Some people and quit, and then make an I quit video while you're at it. No, they don't look the same. I personally like the look of the Legacy one more, but whatever, I'll get used to it.
Yeah, which we'll get to a quitting question later. That is something I found interesting.
Stay till the end of the video to find out if Therapeutic's quitting Rec Room or not.
I made that video saying, it was a joke video saying I quit, but I was quitting laser tag. Like half of my subscribers think I actually quit because they didn't watch the
someone
whole
commented
video.
on my video today, the Pop Playtime that you were in. They commented in the video, oh, did you make this before he quit? And I'm like, he's quitting? Then I have to go back to your channel, look for, because like, it's training. I'm like, oh my god, not you too.
No.
Yeah, no. You can't mess around with those things. You can't mess around with those. Yeah, you can't.
I mean, it pulls in a lot of views.
Yeah, but everyone thinks you quit. Do they even go back and check your channel? Are your views down since then? Like, I don't know.
That makes sense. Number 15. What is your favorite thing about being Canadian?
That we don't have a garbage reputation like the Americans.
Never have I ever been offended by something I would 100% completely agree with.
I mean, whenever I travel, people say like, "Oh, Canadian." They're like, "Oh, I love Canadians." You know, like when I go to Mexico or anywhere, like we tend to have a good reputation, which is something I like.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, I hope that most Canadians are nice when they travel. I try to be.
Oh yeah, for sure. So could you say like, there's always those memes online where like I saw one the other day where it was like the most aggressive Canadian protest, and it's this guy standing next to a trash can and he gently knocks it over. Could you say that's kind of just about, how it goes down there?
Oh no, there's a lot of angry people in Canada. They're basically the same as anywhere. I'd say people are just people, but I don't know. A lot of us, we pride ourselves on that peaceful.
Then?
Yeah, we're not as unhinged. Like, there's a lot of like guns here and people like hunting and stuff, but nobody is really going on mass shootings. Like, for some reason, it's just that's just an American problem. I don't know. Yeah, I think because guns are not part of our culture. It's not like we don't say like, oh, I deserve to have a gun and I need to have it out with me at all times. Nobody here is like that. So I think that helps.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, like Slat was saying, like you guys are much more safe, for sure.
I feel safer here, yeah.
Yeah. Number 16. You used to do a face cam sort of thing way back when you started. Would you ever do that again? Maybe like playing a desktop game of some sort, like playing Ark or something? No.
Nah. I don't want anyone looking at me. I don't know why I even did that. I guess because other people did it, so I thought that's the thing to do. But why would I never understood too? Like some people can pull it off, but when you have a VR headset on your face, what's the point of showing your face? Right. So people can watch your body as you're running around in VR. Like it doesn't like the people watch your face because you're making expressions, you're being expressive. It's like I didn't, in hindsight, that's just the most distracting thing to put in the corner. Like I don't know why I did that. Better off not doing that from the start.
Yeah. But at least you you experimented and now it's like definitely not. Yeah,
definitely not.
That's like half the part of YouTube. It's like you gotta get out there, you gotta experiment, that kind of stuff. Yeah,
that's why I leave my old videos up. So
exactly.
People can see like,
I took my
wow,
first
she was
down.
cringe.
I hate them. I'm too embarrassed.
Really?
Yeah.
No, it's all about the journey. It's about the journey. I'm
right.
embarrassed too. I don't like
right.
those ones with the face cam and me running around. It was like winter time. I always had like sloppy hoodies on. I was just whatever. Why did I do that? I don't know. I dress better now, for the record, people.
Check the pinned comment to see a link to Tarapeutic's most cringiest video that I'll be able to find.
Oh, God.
See, that's why I took mine down. It's for safety.
It's for safety. Well, whatever. It's there.
17, to add on to that, would you ever do like non-VR kinds of video, like maybe playing Ark or anything like that, or no?
Not unless VR takes a nosedive even further.
Which,
I mean, if I had to, I would, but I would. I honestly have thought about being an Ark tuber because that's not the worst fate, and they're eventually gonna come up with Ark tube, but it probably not. I prefer VR, and it's just more immersive, and it's just what I'm used to. I'm just so used to VR, I don't even think about breaking into other games. Yeah, Ark is. I love Ark.
Ark Park, the VR one. That was like one of the first VR games I played. It was fun. It was on the PS4 VR though, so your hands going into orbit while you're trying to do something. But it's cool. Yeah, I never got hooked on the actual game, but I did play it with my cousin a few times.
That's cool.
Yeah, Ark's a good one. Yeah. 18. How many hours are you on Rec Room a week? Like between working and maybe diddling around or something.
No, not enough. Maybe a couple hours for working. I don't know, I often turn it on to grab something like a screenshot or to look something up in the store, and I just forget that it's on because I'm on Steam desktop but screen mode. So I think people think I'm online more than I actually am because I forget. And then I'm like, oh no, because the other day even that happened to me. Went back for the Poppy Playtime thumbnail, back to that one costume map that was whatever costume IP thought. And I sat there and I forgot, and I came back, I'm like, oh shoot, I've been in here for a while. And I got DMs saying Tara, why are you in that room? No. You feel embarrassed, but yeah. I wish I played more, but I'm just so busy. I mean, it's not that I don't want to, it's just that I'm busy. I have so many maps to check out that I haven't been checking out, favorites of the featured ones, and I keep favoriting them, and then I keep not having time to check them out, so I would like to play more. I get on sometimes just to play quests with my friends, and it's really nostalgic for me, and almost makes me tear up because I just
right, yeah. Tear up.
Tarapeutic. That would have also been an appropriate name considering how much I cry.
Yeah, which I get people saying there's a slop room problem with Rec Room, but it's you gotta go digging a little bit more maybe, check out the feature to start with and then, go from there.
You always had to go digging.
Yeah.
You always had to go digging. The hot maps were never, it was always prison life. It was always stuff that was never interesting to me. I always had to dig. So I don't know. I don't know if there's less quality maps being made or just more low quality maps. I don't know, but you always had to dig. That's always been a thing, honestly.
Don't cry, my little monster. Uncle Gripply's got enough useless UI updates to keep your game dead for its entire life. Harry, bring over another makeup and UI update. Boy's hungry.
Oh, I just realized I have not been recording. I'm joking.
I would punch you.
Animals. So, you like emus, obviously. Besides emus, what would be like one of your favorite animals?
Well, I used to have parrots for a lot of years.
Oh, really?
Yes, I always had parrots ever since I was like 14. So probably they're very smart. Like people don't understand how very smart they are. And yeah, so probably any kind of bird really. I'm just a bird person. I used to have 2 pet ducks too. Unfortunately, something got them.
No, that's too bad.
I know, and they were sweet, but yeah, like I don't know. I love birds. They're cool.
The parrots, were they like the type that could kind of talk, or like
Oh yeah, they
sounds?
talked. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah. My 2 African greys. One of them, Chloe. She sounds just like me when she kind of talks, and she'll laugh just like me. And whenever I'd grab my keys to leave, they would say, "See you later," and like in the morning, if I uncovered them, they would say like, "Good morning." It sounds just like me. And then I even taught them how to whistle like the Harry Potter theme song. Like I've taught them so much stuff, and it's like, yeah, they're kind of a riot. They're a little bit annoying, but they're super fun.
That's cute. I didn't realize they were like they could,
Oh, they're so smart. It depends on the bird. Like I used to have cockatoos as well, and they're just super loud. They're very gregarious. Like but they're just very big personalities. I'd say like the African greys are just more like the observe, and then they're very smart about it. So it depends on the parrot. They have different abilities, but African greys have one of the clearest talking voices and the ability to pick up the most. But they're also very neurotic, so I don't know. They become feather ploppers easier and stuff like that. So
right, yeah.
Yeah. And Chloe wasn't young. She was like, I think she's gotta be like 30 now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, 'cause she's born in '93. Yeah, so they live a long time too, which is the problem. People get them and they don't realize how long they live for, how messy they are, how loud they are, all those things. But yeah, I love parrots just because it's so interesting how smart they are.
Yeah, I never would have figured, especially the age. That's crazy. I mean, that's good.
Yeah, they can live.
Like, yeah, but like it's crazy.
I know 40 to 60 years for some of them. It's like even longer sometimes. It's like that's a long time to have a pet.
Yeah, but that's
too long.
Yeah,
I think even the emus might be like 30, 35 years or something.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, they're 6. That 30 more years of this, like, I love them, but still.
All right, so number 20. So rec room's pretty much your job, right? If you had like a better opportunity of any sort arise, I mean, I was gonna say, would you take it? But at the same time, that would like depend on the opportunity and like how much better it is,
Exactly. I mean, I'll be clinging on to Rec Room for the foreseeable future. It still pays me full-time income.
Right.
It doesn't pay me as much as it used to, and that makes me sad. But I can't see anything coming up that would be better than this, aside from a second channel that pops off even more. And even so, I'd still want to stick around to see what Rec Room has to offer and how it grows. Because, say a VR game pops off like Gorilla Tag, and say I'm getting hundreds of thousands of views on Gorilla Tag, and then Meta decides one day we're not going to make any more headsets, which very much could happen. Like they just came out as saying they may not sink as much money into VR after this year. And so if they stop making VR headsets, no one's going to play VR, and then those will either have to go screen mode or fold. Rec Room is already screen mode, so they've already been pivoting for years. So business-wise, I have a hard time letting go of Rec Room just because I don't think they're going anywhere. So
yeah, but yeah, that's. I had no idea Meta was gonna.
I read that I heard that from a friend, and
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I've read it, but because I get lots of articles, I don't quote me on it, but I was
Right.
they're still bleeding money in their VR section of their business, but they make money other places, so I don't know.
I still find it crazy when Meta shut down Echo VR, that like zero gravity kind of football-ish kind of game. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, don't worry. The next week is releasing Orion Drift, from the makers of Gorilla Tag, and their Echo Arena owner. So that's gonna be like a zero gravity robot similar thing, I think. So I'll check it out when it comes out.
Heck yeah. 21. So on the job stuff, you have two channels. How on earth do you manage?
There's dishes piling up in the sink. I don't know. I haven't had much free time lately, honestly. like between everything and trying to keep up with house stuff and both the channels and editing more myself because I can't justify just throwing all my edits to the editors because the second channel's not even monetized. So I'm trying to scramble and edit as much as I can myself. And I'm also making more shorts now, which I never did before. So I'm really just pressed for time. But it's okay. Like, I don't mind being busy. I'm a motivated person and I like it. It's just, I look back in the days where all I was making is 2 Rec Room videos a week. I'm like, man, I had so much free time. What was I doing? What was I wasting it all on? Like, because now I'm just so busy, even busier. Like, I forget to answer like family members' emails or you know, like something. I'm like, oh shoot, I haven't answered my aunt for like 3 weeks. I should probably let them know I'm alive still, that kind of stuff. Or like I look around, I'm like, no, I've had like the mail to go get all week and I haven't left the house for like 5 days, but it felt like it just flew by. It's kind of weird. Like, I hope it's not always that much of a scramble, but I don't care. Because, you know, like, honestly, I'm kind of spoiled. Like, when you're a Rec Room YouTuber making 2 videos a week and you're making full-time income, I am not working 8 hours a day. I was maybe working like, well, I don't know, because you never turn work off. You're always constantly answering something or monitoring the Discord. It's like you are working, but it's not like hard work 8 hours. Like, it's not like a 9 to 5. It's like, I feel like I've been pretty spoiled for a long time with what I've been able to get away with versus the income I'm bringing in. So, I don't know, paying for it now, I guess.
Gotta have a lot of talent to be able to, like, multitask like that. And,
yes,
you know,
that's
takes
a certain kind of person.
Adulting, but, like,
no, I know plenty of people who could never do this.
that is true.
Do this. That are not self-motivated. Like, it's not an adult thing. People just, they're not self-motivated. They couldn't kick their own butt into gear and say, no, I have to get this video out today. And that's why I see so many people not posting because they can't motivate themselves, you know, really. Or they get busy with other stuff and they don't prioritize it. I told myself I will never miss an upload, and it's been like 600 videos and I've never missed an upload because it's not an option for me to miss it. Even if I put a 1-minute video out, I'm putting something out. You know, even if it's a day late, I'm putting a video out. Like, I don't care.
I've always been so scared of, like, either letting something out when I don't think it's like when it's not perfect, or like making something slop or whatever. So it's like you gotta, like, you know, get past a lot of fears as well, then, don't you?
Yes, you do. You have to tell yourself they can't all be bangers. Publish it anyways and move on. Because sometimes it's not perfect, or you need to keep up with your schedule. And I think for a lot of that, for me, I do believe in other things than other RecTubers. I think for them, there are a lot of people that are like, I'm not releasing until it's perfect, but it will get all the views. And I'm like, yeah, but if you had posted, you know, as much as I post or whoever else, maybe more people would have used your code because they would see your name more often, and the code will give you money. Like, for me, it's all just business strategy. I try to think of it like that. But I still try to make quality content. It's just, I sometimes get stuck in the grind is my problem, and I don't get creative as much as I used to back when it was more fun and less of a grind. That's it. Everything, you know, you're a victim of your own success in some ways. I do miss the old days where I was not monetized, but I was trying so many different things, and I don't really try as many new things. I wish I did.
Right. Do you, like, not, like, have time per se to do, like, newer things? Or is it just, you know?
I think my brain just thinks differently now that there's so many people potentially watching. I wouldn't make some silly, like, there's stupid skits I used to do by myself, like a shipwrecked skit or something. It's like a minute long or something. It's like, I don't know what I was thinking, but I was just goofing off. And back then I had a different mentality. Now it's like, I don't know, I guess I just think more of the comments I would get or how many views. I'm like, okay, that would never get even 5,000 views. Maybe I shouldn't do it. That kind of stuff. Or it's too short of a video. It's not even going to monetize. Like, I don't know. I think your brain thinks differently.
Yeah.
Or like I had no qualms about embarrassing myself back then. I guess now I have a bit more.
22. What is something that's a hill you will die on?
That Rec Room is dying. I don't think it's dying, and I hate that, like, whole rhetoric that people keep saying that it's dying. I don't know. They don't know what they're talking about, I don't think.
Right. Yeah.
That's my opinion. I don't know. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but I don't think that I am.
I mean, like, yeah, I get people wanting to up and go, but, like, I mean, define dying. Like, there's a lot of players, albeit they're little Timmies screaming their heads off. But, like, maybe the content space is slowing down. I wouldn't say dying.
Yeah.
Because we gotta start thinking, like, outside the box more, I think. I don't know for sure. But, like, I get some people are quitting because, like, you know, a lot of cool guys, like Styles is going to school. And then Scotia just dropped a video saying he's off. I thought he was off a while ago, but, you know. But yeah. But yeah, it is definitely not dying per se. It's a perspective.
I think people's interest in it might be dying. Like, if you're a RecTuber, your interest in it might be dying, but the game's not dying. Just your interest is dwindling.
Question number 23. You have a time machine. Where are you going?
Probably back to start YouTube like 10 years earlier than I did. Knowing how famous like all the people were that started it early and like were consistent, you know?
I was like, you know, the whole, like, I made that video saying, like, I wanted to wait to prove myself kind of thing before I actually got, like, locked in and stuff. And it's like, I did it. Now I'm gonna start. Oh, wait, everybody else is quitting.
Exactly.
Shit, what do I do? Yeah, so it's like, like, again, like, it's very much so perspective. You definitely know yourself.
Agreed.
Okay, there we go. Yes. Don't mind me, I was doing tricks. Ish. Wait, so would you go back, like, before Rec Room even began? Like, boot it up? Or would you, like...
I would just go back to, like, do whatever. Like, back in the YouTuber days of, like...
Yeah.
Of Yonder.
Yeah, of Yonder.
Jenna Marbles days, I would have started a channel and just, I don't even know. At least by the time something came around that I was passionate about, I'd probably have all the skills. I had to start from nothing. Like, I liked Rec Room and everything, but I had never used VR. I'd done a little bit of video editing, but very minimal. I had never made a thumbnail. I was starting from scratch. Like, I wish I had honed in on some of those skills earlier. At least I knew how to write. That was something I had.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely a handy skill. Rec Room was the first social game I ever played because my parents were very like don't be on the internet. Yeah, like there's a bunch of bad stuff, and like I get it, but it's like I would play on the Xbox 360. I had a PS4 at this time actually. The Minecraft minigame battles that you could have like online with people. That was the closest online interaction I ever got. But they'd make me quit if somebody else had a mic or something like that.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. So it's like I started playing Rec Room.
I grew up with really bad internet, so like that wasn't even a thing. Like I didn't even know people played online games with each other. Like I never did. Like every game I ever played was like the offline version. I just didn't like, so Rec Room was my first time. I'm like, wait, there's other people here like in real time. They're like, what is this? Like I was so terrified to speak. I was like, what if they laugh at me? What if someone?
Rec Room definitely teaches you like to get a tough skin for sure, or like just other social skills really.
I'm still scared to speak to people though. I can't just go to a rec center and start talking to people. I feel like everyone's gonna be rude to me, but I guess that's just
that's just people. Sometimes they don't even think. They're just like, they're doing that with their friends, so they kind of like, because like I told this one guy just out of nowhere to kill himself, but I didn't mean it in malintent. It's just something I tell my friends all the time. So I was just like, gosh, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
Well, some people, like, even though I'm a rec tuber, like, people are, the older teenagers, they kind of unfazed. Like, you go to rec centers, like, oh, look, there's therapeutic pro-hater content or something. It's like, ouch, I'm right here.
Yeah. They're just jealous. That's what I think. That's what I'm sure. Maybe. Speaking of like YouTubers and stuff, have you ever fought with another RecTuber?
I don't know who I haven't fought with actually at this point.
I don't want to be on your hit list. Look, we're buddies. We can.
Oh my god, I am so hot-headed. I don't know, or like someone will DM me and I'm tired, or I'm just like having a bad day.
Right.
Oh god, I've said so many things I regret. To pretty much everybody, and plus it's compounded by the fact that I think everybody hates me all the time. So anything they say could I just misconstrue it. I've honestly I've had fights with, I don't want to name names, but I've had fights with a lot of people. Even like one RecTuber reaches out like, hey, like your thumbnails are kind of mid, but I do thumbnails. Do you want my help? Yeah, they got a piece of my mind. Oh, just so many things over the years. I have regrets, but sometimes it actually made me be better friends with them after.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Friendship is genuinity. You're being genuine.
Yeah, but I mean, anyways, I'm not proud of myself. But also, I also feel like people just roll their eyes at me. Like, I think by now, at least with the RecTubers, I think they kind of have come to know my personality a bit more, which is that I'm pretty opinionated and I'm sometimes wrong. But I'll just roll with it anyways because I'm hot-headed. They're probably rolling their eyes so hard. Whatever.
I love how you're
at first, I get to add on to this. When I first started, I looked up to all the RecTubers and I didn't know much about them. And so my first instinct is to be shy and always really, really polite. And then as time goes on, you treat them more like you would friends or family, where you tell them what you really think. So I think that's where it also came from. It's just a level of comfort around them that I didn't have at the beginning, for better or for worse.
I'm not on your hit list at all. Just checking.
Not yet. We had to erase a couple questions from the interview.
Yeah, it was. I don't want to die yet. Okay, moving on. Question number 25. Who did you vote for the presidential election?
Being Canadian, I was not allowed to vote, but there's no way I would ever vote for somebody like Trump. You know, the funny thing too is like Canadians are really roped into this. Like, my family is extremely like become really, really right wing. I don't know if I should really even feel comfortable saying that, but I'll say it anyways because it's been on my mind lately.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not really into politics. I feel like it's more of just I don't know, just being like a caring person. I try to be nice.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that it's become so extreme and polarized, even in Canada. I'm just so sick of all of it because everybody here, since like the first time Trump was elected, I've noticed everyone here get much more extreme. And I am just so tired of it, like, honestly.
Yeah, I miss being a kid. You really didn't care what was going on in the outside world. And like, the friends you were with, like, they were kids too. They didn't care. It was just, let's pretend that, like, when FNAF was, like, a giant topic back then, it's like, we were playing, like, we weren't playing the game FNAF, but, like, we were pretending, like you guys be the animatronics, I'm gonna be the night guard. Yeah, just, like, you know, being careless and stuff. But, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Especially because a lot of people look at like a lot of countries like look at like not to America but like at America, so like the whole world kind of knows what's going on.
Yeah, exactly,
So, yeah.
exactly. Yeah, for better or worse.
Yeah.
But to be clear, I don't fault like Americans. A lot of my friends are Americans, and I don't feel like I need to get to the bottom of it when I talk to every one of you guys. Like, did you make this happen? I don't care. Like, I just, my main concern is bigger, which is that the world right now, because of all of this, is becoming a more hateful place, which I don't like.
Yeah.
That's my concern, not really who voted for who, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. You know, with the way Trump's been talking, you might become American soon enough.
Oh, please. Don't.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Here, I'll teach you the Pledge of Allegiance if you need.
But it's so stupid because like all of America is like the size that it is, and you guys have like 50 states, right?
Yeah, 50.
Like, so what? All of Canada is supposed to be like one giant state? That doesn't even make sense.
It would be funny. Like, I'm opposed to the idea in general, but it would be kind of funny. It's just
I can't with that.
Yeah. Anyways, if you're wondering why the comments section is turned off, so there's no politics.
Just before the video drops, go into the community tab where you post that. Sorry, I'm taking my sweater off. Where you post all of the blacklisted words and just put a couple politics words in there. So if people try to comment, it'll just get held. So don't do it, people.
That's actually a brilliant idea.
Oh, I've done that for so many trendy words. Like, you know that, like, when people are like, oh, bro fell off, like, you know, 18 views
I
an
freaking
hour.
hate that.
Yeah. Oh, that's blocked in my things. Good luck, people. If you want to say that, you're shouting into the void because it's been blocked, so it'll just get held.
Yeah. 26. What are some YouTubers that you watch? Like Rec Room, not Rec Room, Mr. Beast.
I don't watch Mr. Beast, really. I RecTubers, I don't watch as many as I used to because I kind of feel like I've watched it all.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I do watch some school videos just because something came out and I'm interested in seeing what it was. Yeah. It's news. Yeah, I miss BVR. BVR was who I watched a lot of their videos. Yeah, even when Chubbier Snail would do Rec Room videos, I watched his, but he doesn't do Rec Room anymore. And then now I don't know. I watched Sloan. No, he doesn't. He's kind of out. I watch Sloan, which is like a gossip channel sometimes. I don't watch a lot of YouTube. It's stupidly enough, I watch YouTube like how to do YouTube videos like vidIQ and Nate Black and stuff. I watch those still, even though they're more targeted to newer channels. I still like to read about, hear about.
Yeah,
it is, yeah. And right now I'm watching a lot of Gorilla Tag and like Animal Company videos because I'm trying to learn about those games. So I use it more of like an educational. I don't just sit there for hours watching YouTube. I don't know. I just don't have the time. So I probably should. It'd probably make me a better YouTuber, but.
Yeah, I feel like depends. Really depends what you're watching. Start implementing what Mr. Beast does. No.
That's outdated now. I feel like people want slower edits, or at least that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, it makes sense. Plus, just Mr. Beast is in the thick of it. Everybody knows.
Yes.
Number 27. What is something that people find surprising about you?
many things, but
Yes.
probably that I'm mostly vegetarian.
Really?
I used to be vegan for like 10 years, and like last year around this time of the year I broke my veganism and started eating like eggs and cheese and stuff again. And then I added fish grudgingly. I still don't like fish that much, but I don't eat any meat.
Right, yeah, like meat,
Yeah.
like red meat, right?
Or chicken or anything. I just
Or
don't
chicken.
eat. I only have fish, and I have it seldomly. But yeah, so.
Yeah, I mean that
And
makes
it's
sense.
for ethical reasons. I still don't feel 100% okay
I get
with
it, yeah, I get
dairy or fish, but I'm happy to have a more varied diet. Even though veganism wasn't hard, you're definitely a little limited when you go out and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah. Which now that I speak of the devil, a fish just I just random thought. I think all the Rec Room foods are vegetarian for the most part. Oh, never mind.
Pepperoni pizza, and there's
Oh, it's Anyway, next question. Number 28. Number 28. What do you look for in a guy? Like or like a partner. I'm just asking for a friend. Me and
I
a couple of
personally
viewers
think-
are taking notes. Don't worry.
strange. I'm older than a lot of you. But yeah, the most important thing I think is like patience and communication. I would say. Like,
Yeah.
I cannot stand people who don't communicate, or like they just, I don't know, or they just, there's so many bad communicators out there, and that's where most problems come from. So I have really learned to prioritize communication and patience, and just like willingness to talk about things that I want to talk about. Because like YouTube being a huge part of my career, if like it is my career, but like a part of my life, I mean, if people are willing to actually like get on board and be like, oh, let me help you chat with this about this thumbnail, or let me like, troubleshoot your live stream and stuff, like all those things mean so much to me. Like honestly, if someone wants nothing to do with that side of my, like we're not gonna have a lot of talk about.
Yeah, no.
We're just gonna be like, I don't know, what do we want to talk about? Because it's not gonna be, because I talk about YouTube so much. So for me, I'm a little selfish, so I guess someone has to put up with my selfishness.
No, that's not selfish.
It kind of is.
No, but it's really not though, because it's like if I were to get married, I'd want to be marrying my bestest friend, sort of thing, because like a partner is like, so there's friendship, which is friendship, but if you have a partner, it's friendship plus like sort of intimacy with each other,
Yeah, it's like Rec Room Plus. It's like,
what?
I don't know. You said plus, and I was like, it's like Rec Room Plus.
Okay, sure, we can roll.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It made sense in my head at the time, but yeah, I mean, and then like patience, because like I'm like a kind of an emotional person, so I think someone has to be able to like take that in stride and like just brush it off, kind of, or at least be like not also be emotional, because if I'm emotional and they're emotional, it's just gonna be a giant mess. Like, a patient rock who's not gonna like
Yeah. It's like you gotta be like,
by all that.
You don't want to be a sociopath. You want to have emotions, but not being too emotional type of thing. Like relationships are a lot of work for sure.
They are a lot of work, exactly. And they are a lot of work, and it's hard to get it right.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure too. Well, I mean, like pressure isn't like it's like devoted to that one person. Like I'm sure that I can do just fine. It's just like there's pressure in like a couple of like different areas. Like I want to save my first kiss title of like my first girlfriend and like first like time for like.
Oh my gosh.
I got distracted. I want to save myself, really, but it's like, but then you get the fears like, well, what if I've always had the thought of like the wrong one, like choosing the wrong one. Like there's a lot of fish in the sea. It's like, which one? And it's like you just gotta wait. Maybe I'm tired of waiting. But yeah.
Is this on camera still, or are we talking off?
No, we're on. We can stop it.
No, I mean like was that? No, I'm just saying like, is this part of like? Did you just gonna talk about that on? Okay.
Oh, I mean, I mean, I talk about it every now and then. Like, there you go.
I mean, I don't know. I think you don't want to overthink it too,
Yeah,
if you get along with somebody, then don't overthink it, right?
Number 29. What is an item off of your bucket list?
Something I always wanted to do is be able to buy my own house, and I just did that last year. So it's like a big, giant item off my bucket list of like having my own house.
And then meanwhile, your dollar's going.
Yeah, but the Rec Room code pays me in US dollars, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, I never thought about that. That makes sense.
Yeah. So the worse my dollar goes, actually the better I get paid sometimes in like sponsorships and stuff because it's all US dollars. But then more stuff costs more here, so yeah.
Damn, I'm gonna move to Canada and get paid in American dollars and then buy my groceries in America. Wait, no. Unless everything's spendy over there. Wait.
You can only bring so much back across the border in one day. That's the problem.
You're right.
Yep.
Damn, I thought I had a brilliant money
You almost
laundering.
had life figured out. So close.
I'll just start cooking meth or something. I don't know. Number 30. What is something you are absolutely fascinated with?
Fascinated with?
Fascinated.
Titanic.
Like the movie or the event?
The movie, the event, all of it. For some reason, I just can't believe that happened. And since I was a kid, I've always been fascinated.
It's
the
something
movie,
you
all
grew
of
up
it.
watching.
Yeah, like I've watched it a lot, and
My hand just ran off.
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
And like I can't believe that it happened, like as an event. I just can't believe that the Titanic was something
the
that happened. It
unsinkable
just should
ship,
not have
and
happened.
it sinks on the first
On its
ship.
first. Exactly, and that they didn't have enough lifeboats. And fun fact, they could have had less lifeboats than they did legally. They didn't even have to have what they had. And things that they don't tell you, like in the movie, is that they actually were like handed like 12 iceberg warnings that day, and every person, I guess, just threw out the piece of paper, like, whatever. It's like there's so much stuff about it that I just can't believe. But
yeah. Plus, it's a big ass iceberg. Like,
exactly.
what idiot was like? The captain's like, look, either that iceberg's moving out of the way, or I am, and my mama didn't raise no pussy.
No, it's not that. It's just like the ocean was really, like someone said, it was like the most clear night in all of like the time they'd ever been on.
Oh right, yeah,
working on ships and stuff.
Yeah.
For some reason, it made it hard to see, and also, yeah, the people that had their binoculars, they left them in like a previous stop. And so they actually didn't have the right equipment. Like, I was reading this Titanic book that I got out of the library recently, and I was like, wait, what? I was like, all these things I didn't know because they don't tell you in the movie. Like, there was like a perfect storm of bad stuff that led to that happening. But
it almost sounds like they kind of got like careless-ish, maybe.
Maybe, yeah, like a little bit cocky because it's like this can never sink, and it's like, all right, the ship was like, watch me.
Yeah, like playing a Huggy Wuggy map and. Your buddy closes the door on you right after you said we shouldn't get cocky.
And then says teamwork makes the dream work, and proceeds to then say every man for themselves 30 seconds later.
Yeah, because Huggy was right there. That was terrifying. It was...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
Number 31. What is your favorite sweet food?
Sweet food?
Yeah, like
I'm
candy
really big on sweets.
Or...
I really like Black Forest cake. That's like my favorite kind of cake. Yeah, or cinnamon buns. I make really good cinnamon buns with frosting. Oh, so good.
Yeah. So is Black Forest a style, or is there a berry called Black Forest, or like a?
Is that not an American thing? So like it's like dark chocolate cake, and then inside you put. Well, my mom always put like a whole can of not a whole can of cherry pie filling.
Oh right.
And then on the top is like whipped cream, and usually if you buy it in stores, well, you work in a bakery, you probably know.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
They usually put like a lot of like dark chocolate like shavings over it, and then like more cherries, and then whipped cream. It's so good, especially the cherry pie filling is the best part. So yeah.
32. Now your favorite type of savory food?
Probably pizza.
With
or sandwiches.
Oh yeah, sandwiches.
Yeah. I'm really like I'm like a carbs
the
person.
woman
I would
likes
say.
sandwiches. That makes sense. Sorry, I had to do that.
I like a lot of salads and I eat a lot of fresh veggies, but I really do like carbs. That's like kind of my weakness. If anything, it's like
yeah,
bread and bread products.
Do you teleport bread for 3 days? Nothing. Right. Number 33. 3 words to describe yourself.
Stubborn. Determined. I'm trying to come up with a positive one.
Those are positive. They're
oh,
like,
okay.
Yeah.
Hardworking.
Yes. Yes. It's true. Yeah. It's better than
Got
slat. Bad at counting sometimes. Or very bad at counting. What did he say?
Oh yeah, that's so funny. I remember that. I don't know what that's from, but I remember that.
Number 34. What do you think of the unstoppable march of time that's leading us all towards an inevitable death, not only in the physical form, but in the very fact that somebody on Earth will think about you for the very last time, then never again?
It's too much for my brain. Maybe just take things one day at a time.
Number 35. What was your first job?
Subway.
That's right. I remember you telling me. Yeah.
Oh, man,
Subway.
I love Subway. The first Subway that I worked at, too, because I worked at 2, and the second one was not at all great. But the first one I worked at, it was like me and my 2 friends, and we did work experience, and it was within walking distance to the high school. And so we would just walk over there, and that was like, we just had fun doing it. Like, I remember, like, hiding in the cooler and, like, joking around. And, like, some of the cookies, it's like, oops, I put my thumb into it, now I have to eat it. Like, they're just,
We'll do
so
that
much
at the bakery
fun
too
moments.
sometimes.
We'll
My boss didn't hear that. We're not eating product.
I know, I was going to say, yeah. Of course, we would never eat the product.
Number 36. What's a place you want to visit?
I mean, I've done a lot of traveling already, but I'd like to go back to Mexico. I really like it, I think.
Like anywhere in particular, like Cabo or like...
I don't like the touristy places. I've been to Cancun and I didn't really like it. My aunt and uncle, they go every year down to the west coast, sort of down in there, and not too far from oh my god, it's escaping my brain right now. Puerto Vallarta, not that far from there, but it's not as touristy where they go. And I went there one time and I rented a place that had a really nice pool, and it was so nice and hot, and I just didn't feel stressed out for the entire week, and it was just amazing.
Nice.
So I would go back.
Number 37. What are some things, or who are some people you draw inspiration from? Not just for like YouTube, or like the building. Maybe do you do building sometimes?
No, not really.
No.
I used to a little during Room Awards back in the day, but not since like 2022.
Right, yeah.
I struggle with that question. I don't really sit around going, wow, this person really inspires me.
Right, yeah.
If anything, like the people that I hang out with kind of inspire me. Like for YouTube stuff, I'd say like Slat inspires me. See the day where I'm telling myself like, oh, Slat's my inspiration. But he kind of is. Like, he's really good at what he does. He's very strategic, and he's like just really good at it. So like I oftentimes find myself looking, like, if I don't know what to do or something, like, well, what is Slat doing? Like, it's like, you're obviously doing well at what you do, so let's look at what you're doing and try to employ those strategies. Just in life, I don't know, just anybody who's got that relaxed homestead country life, who sits around growing a vegetable garden and being chill about things, and those are the kind of people I look up to. But I used to live up north in my province. I lived in the middle of nowhere, and I worked at a general store, and it was a really laid back kind of vibe. And there's a lot of people I looked up to there because they just had these really non-stressful lives, and everything about it just seemed very like, raising some animals in the garden, and just everything was chill. I look up to people because I'm like, that's how I want my life to be. I don't want to be in a rat race, stressed out and full of drama. I just want to have everything be.
And like something I like about Rec Room is it's a smaller community, especially in terms of like YouTube and stuff, because it's like, oh yeah, like everybody kind of knows everybody, really, like I think there's a certain point that if you start out, I think there's a point where like you get big enough that at that point like you're recognizable not just like by Rec Room community, but like other Rec Room people as well. And it's always fun hearing people like, oh yeah, I like BVR saying, or like RCL saying I pull inspiration from BVR, or you saying you pull inspiration from Slat. It's always sweet seeing that kind of like, like it all circle back.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. That's something I like. Something about Rec Room I like. It's very community, which is
totally
a very rare trait. Yeah, but yeah, good stuff. Okay, number 39. Going from wholesome to terrifying. What is something you fear?
Death, I guess, or being sick for a long time, like, and then dying, like some sort of like health problems that are like debilitating. That scares me.
You can't say that. You're a Canadian. You have one of the best like healthcare things.
No, people say that, but we don't. Nobody here has family doctors anymore. I think there's like millions of people in my province that don't have a family doctor anymore, so I cannot just go to the doctor. I'm on a list to get one, but I don't know. You basically have to go to the ER, like the emergency, for anything. Yes, it's free, but everybody has to wait, and so it's gotten really bad in my lifetime, honestly.
I feel like death's like a built-in sort of fear, Because it'd be like, if you're not scared of death, you're just
I'm not unique in that.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. Number 40. What's a guilty pleasure of yours?
Wine.
I can't say that. I was about to say I like wine. I'm only 20. I can't say that. But like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. Like white wine, red wine.
I like red wine. White wine's pretty good in the summer, I guess. It's better. Forsaken one bubbly.
Oh,
Cheers.
cheers. Delicious. Number 41. So sometimes, like, watching your videos and stuff, I've often noticed some comments that are kind of just like completely like there's always gonna be like the haters and stuff or like trolls, but there's sometimes like those little Timmies that are just like, hi, it's me, Tara, somebody you're supposed to know. You said you'd gift me a long time ago, but you didn't gift me. Why didn't you? And I invited you the other day, and it was my birthday, and you didn't join. It made me very sad. What do you... what do you have to...
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, I go through my DMs too, and there's a lot of that, of like messaging me and then I don't respond, and then
Right.
then it just goes and like spirals down and like you don't care. Why are you even friends with me? Like I get a lot of those.
Just,
like it's just sad. I mean, they're kids. I get being upset.
Yeah,
but,
you gotta give them some grace, but it's like...
Yeah, but I just wish that people would remember like just how busy I am. It's not that I don't care about, you know, meeting up with people and stuff. It's just like if I could literally sit there and do nothing else in a day but meet up with everybody who wants to hang out and stuff, that's all I would do. So I just kind of at some point, like a year in maybe to my YouTube career, I said I just have to start saying no to people so I can get my work done and everything. I used to, if anyone asked me to collab, I would seriously consider it. It was just somebody who was starting out, because I'm like, well, I was just starting out. I would like, you know, think it was cool, and I'm like, no, I can't.
Yeah,
so I don't feel as bad about it as I used to, but yeah, I wish there was like 3 of me. I would get a lot more done, and I would be more well received in the community because I wouldn't be like so spread thin.
Yeah, which this is gonna sound weird. Look, I went on RecNet to find that picture that we took in the Huggy Wuggy thing for a joke in the video. So just know that's the context. I was on RecNet looking at your photos. And like it looks like you had just popped into a rec center the other day, and we're just kind of like taking photos with people. Like just doing that little bit like helps. Like, you know, like it's good. You know, it's good because like, you know, people are often busy, and then especially on a platform like YouTube, you're kind of like you're looked up to, and people are always like, oh yeah, I met Tarapeutic the other day, or
but like the thing, I know, and I want to do more of that. If I could honestly do even like half an hour a day of public lobbies, I would. Back in September, I challenged myself to do a public lobby every day to try and do that more. And I find myself dreading it so much because I have social anxiety.
Right.
Like, it's less bad in VR or whatever than it is IRL.
Yeah.
But I can't, because as soon as you go, people start screaming or running up to you, and like, I don't know, at some point it gets enjoyable when you first start, because like, yeah, people know who I am, this is super cool. It just, for someone who's anxious, it just eventually just is something you just start dreading all the time. And so I had to do so much of that during Room Rewards to try and help, like, promote maps and go around it. I was forcing myself all the time to do public lobbies, and I just
eventually
there's a lot of good moments.
Like got like admin just fly in the corner of the room and go.
I
AFK,
just can't take it.
It makes sense.
I just couldn't. Like, as much as I want to do that, I'm also realistic with myself, and I'm like, I always feel good when I do. I feel good when I go to public lobbies. It usually ends just fine. It's just the hitting the button to go. I get stuck, and I can't hit the button. I'm like, I just can't. I hate it. I wish that I was more like someone like Pow, who just goes around to community events and just always seems to be going around. Like, and then people think I'm not nice. I'm like, well, I'm not really that nice.
Like, I mean, like I think it depends on the situation, you know. But like some people
think that I'm above everybody else, and that's my attitude. It's like, oh, I'm above you. I don't need to slum it in a public lobby. That's not my attitude at all. It's just like it makes me anxious, and so human nature is to avoid things that make you uncomfortable. So I just don't do it as much as I should. There's not much more to it than that, and I have disappointed people, and I will disappoint them some more because I can't be everywhere all the time. And that makes me feel bad, but I don't lose sleep over it because I know I'm doing my best, really.
Yeah, and it's, you know, give it your rec room best. Like it you know,
I give it my rec room good enough
That's so true. That's great. Number 42. What is your most and then least favorite Rec Room original?
I mean, as far as like replayability, my most favorite's probably still Rec Royale squads.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
But I become a different person in there.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed of myself. If you're with me in Rec Royale squads, I will start slapping guns out of your hand and go, don't pick up that garbage and take this ammo and check your map. And I get really like try hard in that. My least favorite is probably Park, because every time I go to Park, there's groups of people that just say awful things. Like, I don't know what it is about Park. It's not peaceful. You think a Park is peaceful. That is not peaceful. It's horrible. The worst people I've ever met in Rec Room have always been in Park. So I hate it.
It's just a toxic cesspool.
And it's boring.
For...
Like, what is there? There's nothing to do in Park. Like, I don't even know why people hang out. There's literally like more to do in the rec center. Yeah. More to look at. Yeah.
Yeah, there's the basketball on the side, but I mean, it's really about it, really.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if they added like the soccer ball in there, you know? I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, just a couple like buggies, something, anything.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I always thought lounge was so now that you say it, I feel like Park is the most notorious for like the toxicity. Lounge is just chaos. I mean,
that's because there's a mic you can grab.
Yeah,
so of
exactly.
Course
yeah,
and a whiteboard.
And the couches which you can grab, so people are like, "Hey, get on the couch," and they grab the couch. Just
When I was doing my video last week of the worst thing about every Rec Room original, and I was saying like about lounge, I'm like, oh, there's always something horrible drawn on the whiteboard, and I'm in lounge and I turn around, it's like Happy Valentine's Day with a bunch of hearts. I'm like, what? I've never seen anything wholesome drawn.
Like, happen.
Like, yeah, like. Yeah, like, I swear, I've always seen something phallic, and that one time it's like, oh, this is like an actual wholesome message. I'm like, okay, weird. But the one day I have to make a video about this, but yeah. I've had wholesome moments in lounge. Really? I've had a lot of wholesome. Yeah, I've had a lot of wholesome. The young ones hang out there, like the really young kids. They love. I don't know what they love lounge. So for some reason, like with Park has like all the older toxic people who think they're like all cliquey and better than everyone else.
Right.
Lounge has like the kids who are like running around and actually being like maybe nonsensical, but at least they're not toxic as far as
It's the sweet innocence, you know. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. 43. We're a little bit into 2025 already. But what are some goals you've been having for this year?
I want to get the second channel monetized ASAP because that's really important to me. And last year I was moving into this house, so I had a crazy busy year because the house needed fixing up. So there's always like contractors coming and going, and it felt like I always had like people in my space. And so like this year so my garden, which I'm surprised I even managed to make a garden, honestly, because there wasn't one, so I had to like make the actual garden plot. It all got overgrown. I had no time for anything. So I'm hoping this year to have a much nicer garden and just really work on that. Some more time actually touching grass because I won't be moving because moving is like so stressful. Or getting settled in as well. So yeah, those two, like work hard on the second channel, but also like have enough time to do gardening and stuff. Those are my main goals. And just like find time to relax because I often don't. I don't spend a lot of time relaxing.
Which not relaxing can really like do that to you. Really hurt. Because it's like you know, like relaxing, lounging around. Like I get it gets a bad name. But it's like overworking is just as equally as like, you know.
I know. I agree. I agree.
44. Are you a morning bird or a night owl?
I'm a morning person. I go to bed at like 8, but I wake up at like 5. So yeah, I definitely do my best work in the morning. I feel my best in the morning. Right. At night or just like after like 2 p.m. I start feeling less optimistic about life, and it just slides down from there.
Yeah.
So if the first part of this interview sounded optimistic and it starts, it's because it's after 2 and I'm just, start in the morning when you wake up, it's like anything could happen today, you know, and then like life beats you down as the hours go by. And it's
that makes sense. Yeah. 45. What has been one of your most favorite videos?
Quite a few. I like all the skits that I've made, but I like every Rec Room player from 1 to 50 because it took me a lot of work to make, because I had to literally do like something for each level, and it took me several filming sessions and I wasn't sure if it would really pay off, but now it's one of my most popular videos, so it did. And Rec Room YouTuber dorm tours, because again, that's another one that did really well, and I had a hard time reaching out to all the YouTubers to say like, do you want to join and do this? And touring their dorms and stuff and hearing the stories about their dorm. Like, I don't know, something like, okay, it's a totally different thing to be in Bo's dorm and be like, what?
Yeah.
Like, it's so hard not to get all like excited about that. Soul Fox's too, and Harry's, like, and even Pow's. It's like there's so many people's dorms where I'm just standing there, like, I never would have thought I'd be standing in your dorm and like talking with you about it. Like, so it's one of those like favorite moments of, you know, feeling finally like, I made it.
Yeah. 46. Speaking of favorites, what is one of your most favorite memories?
In Rec Room?
Yeah, in Rec Room. Yeah, sorry, in Rec Room.
I have a lot of memories from Rec Room that are my favorite. Even just quest run-throughs with my friends, or like birthdays and holidays and RecCon. But I would say like one thing like always makes me feel happy is like Christmas memories in Rec Room.
Oh yeah.
Like either last year took my Discord and we watched Christmas movies, and one of those like it plays Christmas movies maps. This past Christmas, me and my friend Lion, and my friend Alex, I think we were all three of us, decorated my dorm, and we put like Christmas music playing while we were doing that.
Nice.
Just so many like good like taking Christmas photos and stuff for social media. Like so many like I almost tear up like thinking about it. Like Christmas and so many like holiday memories in Rec Room has always been my favorite. Like I can never stay mad at Rec Room for anything because like I have those memories and I can always make more and like friendship and stuff in the game has like been really important. So or like when my friend Lion makes birthday presents for me and stuff. He makes
cool.
like emus, like unveilings of so many emus over the years that he's made. So yeah, so many memories.
That's cool. 47. Who was someone you want to meet in real life? Like not like not maybe a Rec Room friend, but like, you know, like a pop star or a singer or whatever.
I don't really think too much about celebrities. So probably I would say like as far as like Rec Room friends, like Slat or BVR would be cool to meet. I've already met my friend Alex who lives in Seattle. Like we're close. Like he comes up to visit me and stuff like that. So I have met people off Rec Room, but I'm really shy, so I don't know. Like I've been offered to go to RecTuber meetups and stuff, but I just tell them
you had
I can't find an emu
those,
center.
maybe?
No, never.
Oh.
No, I don't know if I could. I'm just too I'm just too eccentric for those people. I think.
48. Would you ever go skydiving? No?
Never. I think about it sometimes. I don't know why I think about it, and I just think I don't know how people do that. I never could do that. Yeah. Because I don't like myself in situations where I could die.
That makes sense. Yeah. It's funny because it's like I was looking through some of your 50 questions with Rec Room YouTuber stuff to like pull inspiration from that, and I swear you asked almost every single like person you did one with. Like one of the questions was, "Would you go skydiving?" And I was just thinking in my head like, "Does she want to go skydiving?"
I don't know why I always kept asking that question. Like I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
Right.
Gotta ask him something. So
49. The best life advice you would want to give to folks who are struggling.
To people who are struggling?
Yeah. Or life advice in general, maybe. You know?
I mean, probably to not. I would say like life advice for people who are struggling, or just in general. Yeah, but don't be so hard on yourself. I say like everyone is their own worst critic, and you always think that everyone's judging you and stuff, and like really it's just we gotta give ourselves more credit, I think, for everything that we do. There's probably some really arrogant, overly confident people out there who don't need to hear that, but I think for the most part, most people could do with giving themselves a little bit of a break. So
number 50. We were gonna get on about this. As of very recently, a lot of Rec Room YouTubers are quitting or moving on. What are your thoughts, like on that sort of thing?
I think that unpopular opinion. I think that a lot of these people started during COVID when they were like teenagers, and Rec Room was very nostalgic for everybody now because that came from that time because it was a smaller community. It was mostly VR, and they were younger. And like I had this conversation a little bit yesterday with somebody. And they were kind of saying that. And I said, well, yeah, that proves my point. But like, I'm saying that because you're quitting because, it's not magical to you anymore. I'm like, how is this Rec Room's fault? It doesn't mean Rec Room's dying. I know they do things we're all unhappy with, but I'm pretty sure back in that day, people that had already been playing for 3 or 4 years were like griping about things in 2020 or 2021. I'm certain of it, that it's just a bigger game now. So just because you got bored of it and now you're not young and feeling like the spark anymore for it doesn't mean that Rec Room did anything too tragically wrong. There's things they need to work on. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's worse. I don't think it warrants the amount that we're throwing them under the bus lately. Do you know what I mean? It's still a small company. They don't have that many people working, and I think they're trying. I don't think they're not trying. Everyone says they're money hungry, like people who just turn a blind eye to everything bad. I don't think that's true. And also, like, I also said, try to go back to the maps that you think were so great when Rec Room was in its peak era. They suck. Like, freeze tag? Man, I thought that was the greatest thing ever when I started playing, and then I went back to it like 2 years later. I'm like, it's just a bunch of blocks everywhere. I could probably build this. I'm like, the circuits are broken now. Like, and, you know, I thought that was the greatest thing ever because you're new to it. It's like VR. I just got my VR. It's so exciting. And, like, you know, you don't care what the map is. You're just happy to be there and you're meeting new people and all that stuff. Like, it's magical because you're like a level 10. Like, that's, I don't know. Everyone gets... It's the same thing with people getting older. You get more bitter and set in your ways. Like, we're all level 50 and we have been for years. So, like, of course we have stronger opinions and we don't feel the same. And then you got to record every week and put out a video or whatever, even for every couple weeks for some of these people, whoever, like, with their schedule. You're going to get sick of it. You're not going to play it anymore. You're just going to just feel like it's a job and it's work and it's not. So, of course, you're going to quit. And you're going to make a video, you know, dramatically on your way out. I don't think that Rec Room is... I don't know. I have an unpopular opinion about that. Because you watch most of those videos and people are like, oh, it just doesn't have the same, it doesn't feel the same to me as it used to. Yeah, because you're a different person. And Rec Room is also a different game, but it's not that different of a game. We're still sitting here, what we're doing, how this looks like when I first started.
Yeah. Yeah, and before everybody's like, oh, she's glazing. What do you think about them removing weeklies?
I talked about it in my interview with Gripply. I tried to get them back. I think minimum once a day, I think about how annoyed I am that the weekly is gone. Minimum once a day. Like, I'll be washing dishes or something and be like, I'll mention it at least 2-3 times a week to somebody. Like, I will. And, like, people can say that I'm, you know, sucking up to Rec Room or say these things because they pay me. Nah. I've made critical videos about Rec Room too, and I've got my opinions about Rec Room. I definitely do, but they don't pay me to shut up. They don't ever say I can or can't say things. I wish they paid me. I would definitely shut my mouth if I was getting an extra cut on the side, but I'm not. Sadly, they're just they don't censor us. You can say what you want. I also don't believe in everybody saying it's so awful and stuff because I think that could become a self-fulfilling prophecy. I think people that say that would also, the same people would shed a tear if Rec Room had to shut its doors tomorrow. Like, you're that mad at it, but come on. It's because you think it'll always be around, so we should support it while it is around, I think. Like, as much as possible.
Yeah, that makes sense, I was literally the other day having a thought about, like, what if Rec Room shuts down entirely? What did I do? But yeah, I mean, I don't think that day is going to come for a long time,
I hope not. And, like, I will say, too, just because obviously I think about this a lot and it's my job, a lot of people are frustrated. Builders are frustrated. These are frustrated. They feel like they have nothing to grind for. A lot of people are frustrated, and I do understand that, too. Like, builders with, like, glitchy maker pens or rooms 2 not working or whatever the heck. I was like, no build contests. Like, I've seen good builder friends quit that made good rooms and that were adults that could have actually, like, stuck with it. Like, I don't know. It's kind of a mess. Like, sure, but... There's a time and a place to say how they should do better. And I feel like just making a video saying, I quit, they suck, you know, burn it all to the ground, that's not the right way. That's just like angsty teen behavior right there. Like, I'll put out the videos. I mean, no, tell us how you really feel, Tara. But, like, I'll make a video and I'll be like, okay, this is what I hate. Here's what I think we should do, you know, and then, like, also say, like, I'm not quitting. I'm trying to, like...
You know,
ride it out, give them the benefit of the doubt. I think other RecTubers don't like me. Well, I think everyone doesn't like me all the time, but, like, because I side with Rec Room more. I think because I'm so much older than everybody. I see it from a business standpoint. I just don't see little Timmy's point of view as much. I see it more of like they're doing what they have to do.
Nice.
Thank you. That was not awkward at all. They're doing what they have to do to survive as a business, and pivoting to screen mode was the right thing to do, especially with the way that VR is a few years after, like, they started doing that. Like, VR is still in a rocky spot. They could have stayed VR only. There's a lot of people that would have loved that. Me too. I would have loved that too. When Xbox joined, I'm like, wow, ad mics do exist, and here they are. You guys can't draw in 3D shade. They're just letting everybody know now, but, like, and that's the thing. It dilutes the game. It was a good business thing to do for them, because if VR quits, you know, if they stayed VR only, I don't think they would still be able to make it, because there's just not enough VR players. So people can say what they want, but Rec Room has to continue doing what they want to do, you know, to survive.
It's true, and I think it's good. Like, you know, not everybody like you is like glazing the game. You know, it's like definitely, like, you know, or like not either glazing the game nor glazing like not hopping on the train of something, it is
Yeah,
good to
yeah.
have like the echo chamber. That's the word. Like it's
Yes,
good to have like
yes.
a echo chamber and stuff. Yeah.
Agreed. Everybody lives in their own version of an echo chamber, whether they like to admit it or not. You surround yourself with like-minded people, and so, sure, it happens. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think people want to hear either, like, more of a pragmatic approach, which is what I try to think more. Like, I'm not catastrophe thinking and, oh my God, this is horrible. Like, it's fun to think like that because you're just doom and gloom, sure. But I try not to. I maybe it will shut down. Maybe it is going to hell. Maybe I'm just rose-colored glasses. I don't know, but I try to not think that way.
Yeah.
Because it still pays my bills, and I still like Rec Room, so I'm not gonna throw them under the bus if I don't have to.
Yeah.
And you know what's a shame too? Sorry.
No. I don't care.
So many hours later, I feel like too, like those videos that are negative, those get views, and so they're very tempting to do. For me too. And for me, it's cathartic. If I make a video like that, it's because I'm upset about something, like why Rec Room creators are quitting or YouTubers are quitting. Like, is it upsetting for me to get like however many views on a video, not that many, and then watch Bo go over to Gorilla Tag and get like 10 times that? Yeah, it's like kind of sucks because you're like, wow, wait, what? Like, so what am I doing over here if you're over there making much more they did on, what have I been doing with my life? Like, it makes you upset. Or just in general, like, it's fun to make negative videos because you just always see them do better than the positive ones. But I think it's good to have a mix of both, or at least not jump on that, gravy train too much, because you don't want to sell your soul to the devil too. It's not good to be negative in a game we're supposed to be promoting. And that's what annoys me too, is that like video partners are being paid basically by Rec Room to have a code to promote the game, to help encourage spending and encourage people to, like feel positively about the game and play more. And instead they're all just, I feel a little bit ungrateful. Like, they're ungrateful. They're looking back and say, like, I know I have a code, all this, I don't care, Rec Room sucks. Like, why did you even accept a code in the first place then if you're just gonna sit around and complain about it the entire time? Like, I know people that all they do is complain about Rec Room, and it's like, I don't know. It can't be all bad if you're still playing it, but if you're not playing it, then just give up your code and go away. Like, I don't know, leave some for the rest of us. I don't. So, yeah, I don't wish people would quit. I wish the opposite. I was sad when a lot of people quit.
Yeah. Yeah, and then bonus question, last one. I mean, you kind of already answered it, but can we expect you to hop off Rec Room entirely at some point?
No, not unless something crazy happens. Like, if they do away with the video partner code, like the program, I would say I would definitely start hard pivoting more to other stuff.
Right, yeah.
Because the ad revenue that I get on YouTube from posting Rec Room videos is like half my income, and the partner code's the other half. And Rec Room is not getting that much views, so like I actually have a mortgage to pay, and it's not cheap, and so for me, I would need to pivot to pay my bills and actually not be homeless. So like, is what it would take for me to quit Rec Room. Otherwise, if it keeps going like how it is, I don't know, I might switch like one Rec Room video a week if the other channel did better, but I don't know. I'm not bored with Rec Room. I still have Rec Room ideas. I'm always interested in what they're putting out. I hop in the rec center every time there's like a new storefront stuff. I look at the UGC clothing. I like I said, I have a whole list of favorite maps I want to check out that I haven't yet. So like, me being bored in Rec Room isn't really a thing. I wish I had more time to play just on my free time. Sometimes with video ideas, I don't know what to make because I've kind of done them all. That's a me problem, because I feel like I've done like 600 videos. I'm like, oh, what else am I going to do? I repeat one thing and everyone's like, you did that before in 2022. I'm like, how are you still around? Like, I didn't think you guys would remember that. So yeah, that's tough, but I just keep on.
So
stop yapping.
That is, 50 questions with Therapeutic. Where can people find you?
Are you serious?
I know. Sure.
Okay. You can find me on Rec Room at Therapeutic. Smash the support button, and on YouTube at Therapeutic. But also my new channel is Gorilla Tag, because it's gonna be a monkey channel with Gorilla Tag and Animal Company and such. So running 2 channels.
I knew that was a dumb question as I was saying it, but it's good.
I know. I thought it was. I thought it was cute.
but yeah. So thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much, and thank you for watching. And
drop a like on the video, and be sure to subscribe to Doc's channel, because he makes very unique Rec Room content, which is the reason I agreed to collab with you when you reached out, because I thought you were hilarious. Like, anything when you were in dorm tours, everything I thought was so hilarious. Like, you really have a unique sense of humor.
Guys, I got female validation. My life is complete. Okay,
cool.
Yeah, okay, look, I love you, Tara, but this is for your own good.
All right, bye.
Bye. Okay, there we go. Shut up, Tara. Go do the thing you needed to do. Thank you for watching, And I will see you when I see you, obviously.